This episode of Total Drama Reviews contains clips from Total Drama Action. I do not own Total Drama Action. All rights go to FreshTV. Remember to be civil and do not be me in the comments. Seriously, it can get really messed up. Carpe diem, my name is Ultranatic, and this is Total Drama Reviews. This is where I, as a lover of animation and reality shows, look over the show that combine them together the best. And we're looking at the 4th Aftermath special, Who Wants to Pick a Millionaire? Go ahead, play a theme song. Yep, we have an Aftermath special which essentially functions as a 22-minute long jury session. Actually, not even that, but I'm still curious how they execute this premise. Especially considering they built up a jury vote way too much in the first season only to never actually follow through on it. But here we actually get it, with every contestant who competed in Total Drama Action, except for Gidget, having to vote between Duncan and Beth on who will award the $1 million to, which in the end depend entirely on the country you lived in, so yeah, there's 2 endings to this season like all the others. So if you wanted neither of these 2 to win, the show doesn't care, both of them kinda do. But whether you like the outcome or not, how's the episode leading up to that outcome fare? Well, let's find out. Keep track of all the lifelines you still have. This is Who Wants to Pick a Millionaire? So after a recap is given by Jeff this time...
What? Me? I'm supposed to read that? Huh, okay.
We will explain why that was shortly. We pick up right where we left off with Duncan and Beth just entering the Aftermath studio. So we're jumping straight to the jury questioning these 2, right?
Jeff and I cut together some sweet footage of everybody from the whole season.
Or we have a montage first. Okay, that worked for a reunion special. It's not your turn. Get back to your corner. Thank you. But given we still have a winner to crown, this feels a little out of place. It'd be like the new Duckburg podcast being announced before the premiere of DuckTales Season 3. We're going a touch out of order here, aren't we?
Alright, Sunset Beach, here we come.
Oh, and now we're at ONT. Okay, the winner will be selected this episode, right?
If I do say so myself, I've earned this vacay big time.
Chris, can I have your autograph?
Nope. But you can let us bud to the front of the line. Now you can have my autograph, fine-looking lady.
Okay, time for another CLR, aka Criticism Lightning Round. So if I'm understanding this scene correctly, Chris and Chef are taking an early vacation while the finale's going on?
Sure, why not?
I'm quite confused.
1, given this is being shown directly after Duncan and Beth's cliffhanger, how'd they get to an airport so damn quickly? The traffic must have been as barren as movie theaters showing United Passion.
We're just a few minutes from the very first showing, and well, they're not exactly fighting off the crowds.
Are you only person going to see this film? So far.
2, is this technically behind the scenes footage and being shown before the season ends? I guess Survivor has been doing stuff like that recently, but usually immediately before commercial breaks, not directly in the middle of other segments. And 3, why have several of the last couple episodes contain a lot of unnecessary filler? We got 2008 A Space Owen, Mutiny on the Soundstage, and now this.
Hey, aren't you Chris McLean?
Busted. You know, I try to keep my ID a secret when I travel, but looks like these are hard to hide.
You guys really had no idea what else to put in this season, did you? The answer is an obvious yes, because that thing about the jury maybe coming to grill these 2, that doesn't happen until about the halfway point. The rest of the episode is people just trying to find ways to figure out the winner outside of that, some in ways that have already been tried.
I've devised a completely unbiased way to find a winner. A quiz show that will determine who gets the million.
Courtney, Duncan literally just failed a quiz show about the other contestants that would have guaranteed his win, you can't expect that to work even if you rig it right. But after a while, Chris does come back, we get some interesting new clips to show, and then the jury session starts. Okay, great. Why didn't we just start with that? What is the point of this quickly to be abandoned subplot? A clip show of what now? Okay, show me.
It's time for some embarrassing, never-before-seen footage of Chris McClain!
Once you've seen this side of Chris, he'll never be the same again.
Chris, you really want to see this, man.
Ah, okay, those clips are hilarious. And completely irrelevant to the argument, Chris needed to be away to see those. If the idea was for Chris to be humiliated and having to hastily stop it, couldn't someone really smart just hack into the system while he's there and show these clips? Someone really salty about losing with the technology to do this, as well as an absurd amount of unseen character-destroying footage? Someone like, oh, I don't know, Courtney? You know she'd pull a stunt like this. Or heck, even Izzy, just for the laws. You know she found a way to get these clips out there. What would Izzy say about this?
I'm surrounded by loons!
Nah, loons would be more creative than the hacks who wrote this script. So we get more filler of Gidget being sad that this is the finale.
This is the last time we're gonna see each other, guys.
That's cute. And we cut to Chris and Chef in a traffic jam.
We have to get there now. Those kids are destroying my show.
Well, too bad I can't just call the studio and tell them to shut it down. Oh wait, I'm Chris McClain, I probably could do that. Why don't you just call the studio and tell them to shut it down? But instead it continues with Harold making his own version of Hole in the Wall for Duncan and Beth to partake in, with the winner of that gaining the million. Okay, if any pointless filler is gonna have a chance at entertaining me, it'd be this. And it succeeds! That music is pretty cool, the suspense is kind of thrilling, even though I know the winner isn't decided through this. And the burning question I have through all of this is, how are some of these set pieces even staying up? Was Harold actually able to defy the laws of gravity in constructing this challenge?
It's neck and neck, Jeff.
Speaking of which, want a neck?
Sure.
They even made that funny! Now the episode is back on track. But Beth and Duncan both lose, making the audience more impatient. Me too, actually. And finally, Chris comes in to regain control and begin the jury session.
We don't need to ask a question. We know these guys.
Do you? Really?
Yep, we see footage of the hardcore Duncan actually acting like a den mother, thus ruining his reputation as a bad boy. I think we had enough proof of that already, but go on.
What's that?
Cookogram, sent by the girls of the Total Drama Fan Club for all the girls to share.
It's really hard work being nice. I deserve these more than anybody.
Gasp! Beth is actually really artificial and self-righteous, and the real her is incredibly selfish and spiteful underneath? We haven't seen any evidence of that! And now the jury session begins, with Trent giving some unwanted reminders of how he acted this season.
Let's say your boyfriend was being super nice to you and nothing more, and you for some reason found that odd, and talked to his teammates about voting him out, and then they did that? And then...
Awkward.
Why does this need to be repeated?
I just don't think I did anyone in the competition.
Is she fucking for real?
Seriously, have the writers been paying attention at all to their scripts?
All I know is that you'd never catch me doing what some chick told me to in the first place.
Okay, fine, they've been paying a little attention. Izzy then comes in, thank God, to have Beth and Duncan breakdance for her vote. And we even see DJ be funny for a second.
Hit it, DJ!
What it am I hitting?
Not you, DJ Jazzy Chef.
Well, I think we all know the song they'll be breakdancing to.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Gwen then asks a tree hugger question. You don't want to hear it. You know she's voting Duncan anyways. Can't exactly blame her. DJ goes back to being the relentless softie we didn't want him to be.
You are riding a bicycle quickly down a path, and there's a fork in the road. On one side, a beautiful daisy. On the other, dandelion.
Okay, this is what happens when you let your 5-year-old write the screenplay.
And then we get Owen giving a challenge that seems remarkably out of character for him.
I recently decided to start eating healthy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, it's true. And now I want everyone else to eat healthy, too. I'd like to have an eating contest. We've provided tons of delicious kale, tofu, flaxseed, quinoa rolls.
I don't care how un-Owen this is, it got a line out of Noah, that's an extra point in my book.
Looks like they both barely touched their seaweed. I'll have to factor that into my pick.
Which is yet a little hypocritical. Maybe don't tell us to eat healthy when you have a fucking Whopperito in your mouth.
And now for the next Inquisitor, Heather.
Needless to say, I should be sitting in that chair. I was the one with all the strategic smarts, the will to win, the brains, and the courage. If it wasn't for a lot of bad luck and completely incompetent team members, why am I not the winner? What kind of crappy show is this? I better not run into either of you in the real world. Ugh!
I got nothing, that was just funny. LaShawna asks about how they'd each spend the money if they won, with the highlight being Beth promising a cruise with Lindsay. And Justin asks him to kiss up his appearance now that he thinks he's ugly.
I want to know if I can still be a leading man. Or will I only be allowed to do character actor roles, playing criminals, villains, and the institutionally insane?
Okay, the bit has died. Let him think he's beautiful again.
You're killing me! Lindsay.
I'm choosing Beth because I like her, and tropical cruises are nice too. Thank you.
We already knew that, but good comedic answer all the same. Harold asks them each to draw an animal for his vote, and all that's left is Courtney.
Beth, Duncan.
Oh, sorry. Looks like we're out of time.
This is what happens when you got 10 minutes of nothing going on the first half of the episode.
Get ready to vote.
But I didn't even get a chance to ask.
I refer you to what I said at this timestamp. I got nothing, that was just funny. So the vote finally happens in a porta potty.
Like you need to ask.
With Owen confirming his vote for Duncan and DJ for Beth, and various other shenanigans happening during this as well. Whoever she voted for is going to destroy the world someday, you just know it.
And now, the votes. Duncan, Beth. That's one vote for Duncan, one vote for Beth. One more vote for Duncan. Another one for Duncan. That's 3 votes for Duncan and 1 vote for Beth. That's another vote for Beth. That's 3 votes for Duncan, 2 votes for Beth.
The suspense is terrible. He's gonna go this time. I hope it'll last.
That's 3 votes for Beth, 1 vote for Explosivo.
I refer you to what I said at this timestamp. Whoever she voted for is going to destroy the world someday, you just know it. So the final vote Chris reads is number 7, despite, if you do the math, there being 10 jurors voting for either Duncan or Beth. And the winner is finally revealed.
The Season 2 Total Drama winner is Duncan!
Yeah! And as if that reveal wasn't big enough... Well, what do you know? Brady is real! I mean, I know they're surprised, but none of us should be. We saw her try to contact him privately in $1 Million Babies, so yeah, he's real. He's also going to really love watching this season back. Might I recommend this awful song for catharsis?
Fuck all those kisses, they didn't mean jack. Fuck you, you hope, I don't want you back.
And so it ends. Thanks! It's been a great season of Total Drama Action!
Yep, now we have the other ending, which I regrettably voted for back when this season first aired. Hey, I also enjoyed this crap at that age, Nobody's Perfect, where we see Beth win, Brady come out again, and we get this revelation.
He's not only real, he's really handsome.
Now I wish I didn't vote for her.
So, is the implication here that Justin was the swing vote? Not that I have a hard time believing that, but I figured Trent would be more likely. You know, given he's voting between the guy who kinda sorta stole his girlfriend and the girl who voted him off and then treated his ex badly. But whatever, Duncan reconciles with Courtney.
Wanna get out of here and grab a bite to eat?
I don't usually eat with losers.
Neither did I, but I asked you, didn't I?
And it seems Courtney's vendetta with this show isn't exactly finished.
I have to work up a strategy and call my lawyers. After all this election fraud.
Nope, not even touching that one. We're done. One way or another, a millionaire has been picked and the episode is over. Thank freaking God. The biggest issue I have is the first half, or at least the first third, because they just need an extra 8 or 9 minutes of runtime since they apparently didn't have enough material for 22. They try making the comedy in that setup work, but it does more to bog the episode down than actually improve upon it. But once we get past that stretch, the episode's fine. Funny clips, funny jury segments, and funny, albeit already established, developments. I have my issues with both winners, but at least the season leading up to said winners gave us a lot of good as well as bad along the way. So now the jury have reached their verdict, it's time to call this case of an episode closed. But at least that means the season is good and over. Alright, except for the reunion special. Okay, I guess I can go over that. I don't have anything else on my docket. Sorry, I'm getting pinged again. Jeez. Every time I'm about to finish something up, this gets in the way, and this time it probably is a waste of time, but whatever. What is so important?
I'm always 100. What's this 100? I'm 100%. Okay, 100%, right.
Oh, this notification has been a long time coming.
Can count the years on one hand that we've been together.
Yep, one final quick detour before I finish Total Drama Action. I promise this is it. And it's something I have to take care of now. Because I've been making videos on this channel for over 3 years now. And over that stretch of time, it's all been culminating to this one grand milestone for me. Join me in 2 weeks' time for my 100th video where I'll be ranking every song to place at number 100 on a year-end list.
My shoulder and I pop my collar, cause I'm worth $1 million gazillion for $1 billion.